What is good, everybody? It's your boy, the one and only King Tyson, y'all. We back here for another episode 59, y'all. We back here for another episode 59. We are moving on up. Like I say on every episode, we moving on up in the mother-loving world. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I appreciate all the new comments, like I've been saying every week on every episode, y'all. RST Nation is in the motherfucking building, y'all. RST Nation, y'all. Y'all welcome to the nation right here on the Raw and Smack Talk, y'all. Season 1 is about to come to a close real soon, y'all. Season 1 is coming to a close real soon. Shit is crazy. I'm almost at 60 episodes. This is crazy. I can't believe it. Almost at 60 episodes. But anyway, this shit is crazy. Alright. So like I said on every episode, man, I appreciate y'all. Please let the comments keep flowing, keep posting, reposting, like, share, and let's keep it moving together in 2025. We're going up in 2025, like I said on every episode, y'all. Every episode, we're going up together, all right? So how was the week so far? It is the middle of the week. It is the middle of the week. How is the week going so far, y'all? Like I said on every episode, successful, productive, and everything went your way so far in 2025. Well, this week, y'all. Hopefully everything went your way this week, man. It's been crazy. It's hot out there. It's been the heat wave is back. But we're not here to talk about how hot it is in the heat wave. We're here to talk about the heat wave that's going down on Monday Night Raw, y'all. Monday Night Raw is on fire. All right. So we're gonna do what we always do. Let's get into the one and only Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. So as we know that Seth Rollins started the motherfucking show off. Seth Rollins started off the show and he came out with Braun and Paul Heyman. Y'all know who Braun is, right? Braun is Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I call him Braun. So he came out with Braun. And before Seth Rollins could even say anything, Braun Breaker just took the mic from Paul Heyman. He took the mic from Paul Heyman. Braun Breaker just went on a little rant, y'all. How y'all feel about Braun Breaker right now? Braun Breaker says he hates Sami Zayn. Braun Breaker said he hates Sami Zayn. He said he gotta get something off his chest. He can't stand Sami Zayn's music. He hates when people sing his motherfucking music, go along with his motherfucking music. He just can't stand. Braun Breaker just hates Sami Zayn right now. I don't know why he hating on Sami Zayn, but he just said he just can't stand Sami Zayn. So Braun Breaker, y'all, is in crash out mode. Braun Breaker is in crash out mode, y'all. So how y'all feeling? Braun Breaker said he can't stand him. He hate the way he hit his song. He hate the way the people sing his song. He is going the fuck in right now. So put in the comments. Do y'all like Sami Zayn? Because I fuck with Sami Zayn. I like Sami Zayn. So Braun Breaker's going in on Sami Zayn. So why the word is he hating on Sami Zayn? So Seth and Paul Heyman was looking at Braun Breaker like, what the hell is going on? Seth Rollins was like, are you good over there? You good? What the fuck? So Braun Breaker said if Sami Zayn come down to the motherfucking ring right now, Braun Breaker said, if Sami Zayn comes to this goddamn ring, he said he's gonna take his goddamn head off his shoulder. He said he's gonna take his head off Sami Zayn's shoulder. Then fuck Sami Zayn. Like, no. Braun Breaker he don't fuck with Sami Zayn. I don't know why he don't fuck with Sami. Well, yeah, Sami Zayn did beat his ass before. But anyway, he beat him for the... Y'all know Sami Zayn beat Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship, last year, of course. Shit was crazy. And they've been rivals for a long time. So, Braun Breaker wants to take Sami Zayn out of commission. So Bronson Reed had to get some off his chest as well. He was like, fuck it, since everybody talking, I might as well say something too, god damn it. So Bronson Reed was like, he said, I can't top Braun Breaker said. Bronson Reed said, I can't top what Braun Breaker said. He said, but I know that Braun Breaker's a tougher competitor, but Bronson Reed said, I'm tougher, right? He said, I'm a tough motherfucker. He said, I'm tougher, goddammit. Bronson went on to talk about when he beat the shit out of Seth Rollins, when he gave Seth Rollins 6 tsunamis. Remember that, y'all, when Bronson Reed gave Seth Rollins, like, what was it, last year? When he took out Seth Rollins. He gave him 6 tsunamis, and Bronson Reed was bragging about that shit. He was basically saying, he said he's going to do the same to Jey Uso. Bronson Reed said Jey Uso doesn't respect him. He says he's gonna beat some respect to him, just like he did Seth Rollins. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what the hell? So would y'all let somebody talk shit about you right in front of your face, in front of everyone? He talked shit about, well, Bronson Reed talked shit about Seth Rollins in front of his face. He said he beat the shit out of him in front of his face. I was like, God damn, if I was goddamn Seth, I would have stomped the shit out of his head. I would have stomped him. It would have been the end of the goddamn group. The group would have been over. I don't even know the name of the group. Anybody come up with the name of the goddamn group yet? But anyway, so Seth didn't even want to speak. At this point, the crowd was chanting, for Jey Uso and CM Punk. So Seth gave him mic to Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman says that his empire, he said the empire strikes first this time. He said he's gonna start by taking down Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. So Paul Heyman continues. Paul Heyman says that Roman Reigns, y'all, he went on to talk about Roman Reigns. He said Roman Reigns doesn't have the balls to step to his crew. I was like, oh shit, so do y'all believe Roman Reigns can defeat Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker? I say yes. So put in the comments, y'all, what do y'all believe? Y'all think Roman Reigns is gonna come back and try to take down Seth Rollins and his motherfucking crew? Put it in the comments right here on the Raw SmackDown episode 59, y'all. So yeah, Paul Heyman went in. So Paul Heyman stated that Bronson will take out Jey Uso by putting him on the shelf with Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman also stated that Seth will take down Penta as well. Penta and Seth Rollins had a match as well. So we're gonna talk about that match a little later on in the show, y'all. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? It's the middle of the week. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to your boy, man. So what is gonna go down with that storyline right there? We got Penta, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Then he talking about he even added Roman Reigns into the goddamn league. So what is gonna go down next? We just gonna have to see. We just gonna have to fucking see. Alright, so we're gonna keep it moving, y'all. Backstage with the Judgment Day, Roxanne and Dirty Dom had a little memorial for Liv Morgan. Y'all seen that, right? Y'all seen the picture of Liv Morgan? They had the candles right there like she died. I was like, oh my god, what the hell is going on? Raquel Rodriguez was not feeling that shit at all. She said, what the hell is going on? She's like, Liv Morgan's still fucking alive. She's alive, y'all. So I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, but anyway. So Dirty Dom thanked Finn and JD for the cake that was left in the room on the table. And JD and Finn Balor and JD told Dom that the cake wasn't from them. So Dirty Dom was like, what the hell? So Dirty Dom read the cake. It said, get well soon from AJ Styles, y'all. So AJ Styles sent Dirty Dom the cake. That shit was funny as hell. That shit was funny. I said, look at AJ Styles. AJ Styles was lurking in the back, looking at Dirty Dom. So AJ Styles is coming for that championship, y'all. Put in the comments, y'all believe AJ Styles will take the championship from Dirty Dom. Like I was saying on the last episode, I believe Dirty Dom is still going to remain the IC championship because he has the Judgment Day back at him. You know they always got plans, so anything can happen. But it would be great to see AJ Styles take the title from him. But let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. So look, we got Evolution coming up. Evolution with the women's tag team championship is on the line. And Evolution, the women's tag team championship is on the line. It's in a fatal 4-way, y'all. And guess what? They added the Kabuki Warriors to the mix now. The Kabuki Warriors is now representing Raw. And we got a team representing NXT too. So we got them, NXT, the Kabuki Warriors. We got Roxanne Perez. We got Raquel Rodriguez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, y'all. So who y'all got winning the match, y'all? Hopefully it is Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, but now we got the Kabuki Warriors in the mix, so I can go for either one of those teams right there. So I think people are going to be more happy to see the Kabuki Warriors win the championship. So put in the comments right here on the Raw SmackDown, all right? So later on, they had a match. Kairi Sane had a match against Roxanne Perez. And backstage, Raquel Rodriguez told Roxanne to take care of Kairi Sane, and she failed the mission. The mission failed, man. Roxanne Perez ended up losing to Kairi Sane. So big shout out to Kairi Sane for taking down Roxanne Perez. So So what is it about Kyrie, Zayn, that Raquel, Liv Morgan, and Roxanne Perez they don't like about Kyrie Zayn? What they don't like about Kyrie? What it is, y'all? Put in the comments what it is about Kyrie that they don't like about her. I don't know what it is, but they want to take her the fuck out. They want to take Kyrie the fuck out. But anyway, Kyrie Zayn ended up winning by a simple pinfall. I was actually surprised by that shit too. I just knew Roxanne was gonna win that shit. But anyway, gonna win that match with no surprises at the end. So Raquel and Roxanne ended up attacking Kyrie after the match, y'all. They ended up beating the shit out of her ass. And then out of nowhere, Asuka came out. Asuka came down the ramp and she took out Raquel and Roxanne. That's how the Kabuki Warriors came into the fucking mix, y'all. Gosh almighty. So look, we're gonna keep moving backstage. Sami Zayn was interviewed backstage, y'all, and clearly we can see that Sami Zayn has a lot on his goddamn plate, y'all. Sami Zayn got Braun Breaker, a person that hates him like a motherfucker. Braun Breaker hates Sami Zayn. Then Braun Breaker was to end Sami Zayn's career, and then Sami Zayn got Karrion Kross. You know, Karrion Kross beat the shit out of Sami Zayn by hurting his ribs last week as well. So Sami Zayn got Karrion Kross, Braun Breaker, his ribs. Will Braun Breaker end Sami Zayn? Y'all, will Braun Breaker put it into Sami Zayn? The odds are not in Sami Zayn's favor at all, y'all. I can't see Sami Zayn beating the shit out of Braun Breaker anytime soon. No time soon. And y'all gonna see what I mean by that later on in the show, y'all. So Sami Zayn says that he don't care about what Braun Breaker got to say about him. He don't care about him disliking him. Sami Zayn said the only thing he cares about is Braun Breaker in the ring because Braun Breaker is a dangerous motherfucker. I won't tell him, but he said that Braun Breaker is a dangerous man, y'all. Braun Breaker is a dangerous man. Anyway, quick question before we move the fuck on. Quick question. Is Chad Gable El Grande Americano? Quick question for everybody. Is Chad Gable Americano? Well, El Grande Americano. Because if y'all seen that Brutus Creed from the Creed Brothers, he's also part of American Made, Anyway, so Brutus Creed, he was saying that that El Grande Americano, they were saying that he had a match tonight, and then Brutus Creed was like, how? Chad Gable is hurt. So Alan Pierce was like, so what does this have to do with El Grande Americano then? So what does Chad Gable have to do with El Grande Americano? But when I seen the match, y'all, that clearly wasn't Chad Gable. When I seen that match with El Grande versus Ray Phoenix, we're gonna talk about that in a few minutes, y'all. We're gonna talk about El Grande versus Ray Phoenix. Alright. So later on, Nikki Bella declared herself into the women's battle royal at Evolution, y'all. So whichever woman wins the battle royal will face the women's champion, whoever that would be, at Clash in Paris, y'all. Clash in Paris will be happening in August, I believe. I believe it's at the end of August 31st. Clash in Paris, y'all. Clash in Paris, the next pay-per-view. I mean, not the next pay-per-view, but the next summer pay-per-view after SummerSlam. There's a lot going on. Alright, had a match with Braun Breaker. We're talking about Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. So before the match even started, y'all, Karrion Kross, y'all seen that Karrion Kross came in and attacked the shit out of Sami Zayn. He attacked him again. He hit him with the fucking steel pipe to the fucking ribs. I was like, oh shit, Sami Zayn is down and out again. Beat the shit out of him. He had a match with Braun Breaker. So after the attack, Alan Pierce got in a match with like, Sammy, you fucking good? You just got your ass knocked the fuck off by Karrion Kross. And Sami Zayn was like, no, I'm good, motherfucker, I'm good. So Sami Zayn was like, let's continue the match. So Braun Breaker was starting to beat the shit out of Sami Zayn. So Braun Breaker was like, is this y'all king? Is this y'all king, Sami Zayn? This is y'all king. He said something. He said to Sami Zayn, he said Sami Zayn's a fucking bomb. He said, he's a bomb. He's a bomb. So just when Sami Zayn started to build momentum, y'all, this is the turning point. Just when Sami Zayn started to build the momentum, Braun Breaker speared the shit out of Sami Zayn. And then he went outside the ring, gave Sami Zayn the super spear. I said, God damn. And then he threw him in the ring and he pinned him. And that was the fucking match, y'all. That was the goddamn match. Braun Breaker beat the shit out of Sami Zayn. As we knew, Sami Zayn was not gonna make that motherfucking match. God damn, Braun Breaker just worked on his ribs the entire match anyway. But anyway, we gonna keep it moving, y'all, because Sami Zayn got something to tell y'all. Well, I'm about to tell you right now. So backstage, Adam was talking with the War Raiders about, about staying in the tag team contendership. And all of a sudden, they seen the New Day dressed in all black, y'all. The New Day was dressed in all black. They was like, what the fuck is y'all, what are y'all wearing? The New Day says that they were grieving the loss of the tag team championships. They were dressed in all black like they was at a funeral, for real, y'all. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this shit? So, they was dressed in all black, and then they wanted a rematch. And the War Raiders was not feeling that shit. They was like, don't get ahead of your goddamn selves. Because the last time y'all was the champions, when y'all was the champions, y'all was like, we only facing new contenders, new tag teams. So y'all do not get a rematch. So fuck that shit. All of a sudden, Becky Lynch came up and told the New Day she's sorry for the loss, like they actually lost somebody. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on? But anyway, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to your boy, y'all. Put in the comments, what the fuck is going on in WWE? What is going on with this shit? They having funerals now, talking about they sorry for their losses. What the fuck? Anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's talk about Evolution. Did y'all know that Evolution, there's a triple threat? Becky Lynch versus Lyra versus Bayley, y'all, for the Women's IC Championship. So who y'all got winning the match? I believe it's still gonna be Becky Lynch somehow, some way. But I'm gonna go for Bayley. I'm going for Bayley to be the next champion. But I believe Becky Lynch is gonna still remain the champion. So speaking of Becky ended up coming out, and she was wondering why she had to face Lyra and Bayley. And she was like, why I gotta face these two motherfuckers? And I already beat the shit out of both of them. So Bayley ended up coming out, and then when Bayley came out, Lyra came out right behind her ass. She came out right behind her ass. So Lyra, says to Becky, she's like, I'm coming to rescue the IC Championship off your ass. She said, I'm coming to take the title off you. So I'm tired of you walking around here like you're the shit. You're not the shit at all. She doesn't need any tag team, nor does she need any friends either. She said, fuck that. She said, after that shit, what happened at WrestleMania, she said, fuck that shit. She said, I don't need no friends or a tag team partner. So come to find out, Becky called Lyra before WrestleMania, trying to get Lyra to betray Bayley. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I said, this is some goddamn Jerry Springer shit. What the fuck is going on in the world? So Bayley says to Lyra, she's like, I watched you, win your first, championship. I watched you become the first woman IC championship. He said, but I also watched you lose to Becky Lynch. And I seen you hold up her hand like a little bitch. I was like, oh shit, she went the fuck off. She said you held her hand like a little bitch. So Lyra face got all balled up, and she tried to hit goddamn Bayley, but she ended up hitting Becky. She dropped Becky Lynch, so Bayley and Lyra started fighting and shit. But by the end of it, Lyra took out Becky Lynch and Bayley. Lyra was the last woman standing. So will that be the fate at Evolution? Will Lyra become the champion, the two-time IC champion, the two-time women's IC champion? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving backstage. I forgot to tell you. So right now, I'm about to tell y'all right now, Seth said that he is proud of Braun Breaker for taking out Sami Zayn. But Braun wasn't even happy about the shit. Seth Rollins was like, what the fuck wrong with you? He said, I'm proud of your ass. So Braun was thinking that people, was gonna think that Braun couldn't do the job for himself. He couldn't take out Sami Zayn himself because he had a little help from Karrion Kross. So Seth was like, fuck Karrion Kross. He said, fuck Karrion Kross. See, nobody even cares about Karrion Kross. So I believe something's gonna happen between Seth and Karrion Kross because they are not paying Karrion Kross any mind. So I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. But anyway, Paul Heyman ended up coming in the locker room looking all distraught and shit. I was like, what the fuck wrong with him? So Paul was looking all fucked up in the face, and he ended up telling Braun himself that Sami Zayn, y'all, this is the shit I was gonna tell y'all, that Sami Zayn, y'all, the injury report is out of commission. This is the injury report. Sami Zayn is out of commission indefinitely, y'all. So what is going on? They are on a mission. So Seth sees Braun Bronson Reed laughing and shit. He was like, what the fuck is you laughing at? He likes Jey Uso is still in perfect condition. So Bronson Reed told, Seth Rollins, he said, after I'm done with him, he won't be in perfect condition. So I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. So I'm gonna give him multiple goddamn tsunamis. So let's get into the match, y'all, with Bronson Reed and Jey Uso. So in the beginning of the match, well, the winner of the match was Jey Uso by disqualification because Bronson Reed tossed the chair. Anyway, in the beginning of the match, Jey Uso was beating the shit out of Bronson Reed. Jey Uso, at one point in the match, when he was outside the ring, Jey Uso kicked the shit out of Bronson Reed so hard, sitting down in the chair. And then he did another motherfucking super kick to Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed almost did a backflip in the goddamn chair. That shit was funny as hell. So Jey Uso was amped up, y'all. Jey Uso was amped up. So as soon as he was about to do a suicide dive onto Bronson Reed said, fuck that. Bronson Reed threw a goddamn chair at his ass. The ref rung the bell, say fuck that shit, it's over. Jey Uso is a winner. So by the end of it, Bronson Reed ended up giving Jey Uso multiple tsunamis, y'all. He gave him multiple tsunamis, but he didn't do like he said he was gonna do, like he did with Seth Rollins. He didn't do what he said he was gonna do. Bronson, you failed your mission. Jey Uso is still in commission. He is still in commission, but he's not in good condition. You failed that. So I'm gonna say you failed and passed, I guess. He's still in condition, but not in good condition. Alright. We're gonna move on to El Grande versus Phoenix. And the winner of the match was El Grande Americano. He did basically the flying headbutt Phoenix. Phoenix went down for the count 1, 2, 3, and that was the match. That stupid motherfucker won. I can't stand El Grande. I think he could be Ludwig. I think Ludwig, how do you say his name? Ludwig Kaiser. I think that's El Grande Americano now. The way he was walking last week on Monday Night Raw. Alright. So let's keep it moving backstage. It was a lot, like I said, there's a lot going on backstage. Paul Heyman sees Penta, and Penta said something in Spanish to Paul, and Paul Heyman was like, what the fuck is you saying? He said, I don't understand none of that shit. So Brian Breaker walked up and said, hey, you gotta have some respect when you talking to goddamn Paul Heyman. So Penta did his little shit that he be doing, y'all, to Braun Breaker and shit, and walked off. So look, we gonna keep it moving. There's a lot going on. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the one and only King Tyson, y'all. This is episode 59, man. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all post, repost, clip. Make sure y'all clip. Alright. So look, Gunther came out. As we know that Gunther and Goldberg will be facing each other at Saturday night's main event, y'all. This Saturday, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in for that Goldberg versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. So who is winning? I believe it's gonna be Gunther. I hope it's Gunther. I hope Gunther whoop Goldberg's ass. Alright? So Gunther came out talking shit about Goldberg, y'all. He was talking shit about Goldberg. So Goldberg ended up pulling up on his ass. Goldberg pulled up, came out to the ring, and he was talking shit to Gunther. So Goldberg ended up punching Gunther in his motherfucking face. By the end of it, Gunther dropped to the motherfucking ground. And when Goldberg was about to spear his ass, Gunther got the fuck out of the ring so goddamn fast. He said, oh, hell to the no. You're not about to spear the shit out of me. So we gonna see y'all. Goldberg versus Gunther. Saturday night. This Saturday night. Main event, y'all. Who is winning? So speaking of Saturday night's main event, we're gonna have Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. Of course, who y'all got winning? I got Seth Rollins. Of course, I got Seth Rollins winning that. And then we're gonna have Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Alright. So I got Randy Orton winning that one too. So I don't see Goldberg coming back being a champion for what? When you coming back being a champion for? And then that Evolution on Sunday night, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in. This is gonna be a busy weekend. This Sunday we got Evolution. All women's PLE, y'all. Evolution. Trish Stratus versus Tiffany Stratton for the women's championship. For the women's championship. I believe it's gonna be Tiffany Stratton. I don't know why she even called Trish Stratus over here. They don't even have a storyline. So I don't even know why she called Trish. But anyway, so I got Tiffany winning that match. Then we got Naomi Or, shall I say, we got Jade versus her arch nemesis, Naomi, y'all, in a match. And then we got Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And I believe it's going to be Rhea Ripley. I think Rhea Ripley's going to take her title back. But Io Sky could win this. We going to see, y'all. We just going to have to see a lot going on. And also, they got the Women's NXT Championship is on the line with JC Jane versus Jordan Grace, y'all. So put in the comments who y'all got winning those matches right there. It's going down this weekend, Saturday night's main event in Evolution. Alright? Let's get it. Let's get to the main event. This is it, y'all. The main event. Seth Rollins versus Penta. So, in that match, y'all, the winner of that match was the one and only Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins won the match. So, let's talk about it. Y'all. Let's talk about it. So, Penta almost had the match, but Seth grabbed the ropes. Y'all seen that, right? When Seth grabbed the ropes. I said, now they want to show motherfuckers grabbing the ropes. So, Seth Rollins grabbed the ropes, y'all. Seth Rollins ended up grabbing the ropes. I like these motherfuckers seen that shit. When they got back up, Seth used his head to low blow Penta, y'all. That sounds crazy. That's a pause moment. Seth used his head to low blow Penta. So Penta went down and shit like, oh shit, oh fuck. And the ref was like, what the fuck happened? So Seth Rollins was smiling his ass off. So as Seth Rollins seen Penta with his head down, that was Seth Rollins' moment to stomp Penta's head into the fucking ground. And that's exactly what Seth Rollins did. And Seth Rollins pinned him, and the ref counted to 3, and that was the match, y'all. That was a goddamn match. So Seth told Paul Heyman, and in the match, y'all, Seth told Paul Heyman to call out Braun. So as Bronson Reed, a Braun Breaker, he told him to call out Braun. So as Braun was coming out, LA Knight came from behind Seth Rollins and gave Seth the BFT, man. He dropped his ass, and then he hauled ass out of the ring because Braun chased LA Knight, but he did not catch his ass. That shit was crazy. So remember LA Knight versus Seth Rollins this Saturday. Who I got winning? Put in the comments. Alright. So look, that was episode 59, y'all. That was episode 59. This shit was crazy. I appreciate everybody for pulling up on me. Every week, every episode, man. I appreciate y'all. So make sure y'all tune in this Friday for Friday Night SmackDown. Then we got Saturday night's main event for Saturday. Then on Sunday we got Evolution All Women PLE. And then we're gonna tune in to the Raw Smack Talk, y'all. Episode 60, y'all. We're gonna move to episode 60. Gosh almighty. Moving to episode 60. Alright. So until then, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with the one and only King Tyson. And I will see y'all in the next one.